working. Right, we are working, and we also have the standings up on the screen for everybody to have a look. We have Lou in the lead, as per usual. 93 points ahead of Skino, but Lou isn't racing today, so Skino could gain the most 52 points with the win and the fastest lap. And there could be 53 points if he gets driver of the day, but we don't know if that will happen because it is a vote between everybody. And I've hit so many. Sonta is 70 points behind Skino, and then it starts to get closer with Shoots only 2 points behind him. 8 points behind Shoots is Master Bear, Fake Mano on 58, Sharkface on 51, Jelly and Albini on 44, and Little Chaz on 35. The constructors, Red Bull are steaming ahead, obviously, and then Ferrari and Mercedes are quite close together. Alpine and AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo are in a nice group as well, in 4th, 5th and 6th. 9 points separate them actually. And McLaren in 7th, Williams in 8th, Haas in 9th and Aston Martin in 10th. Finally scoring some decent points. Got themselves at the singular digits. But now qualifying has begun. We have the 2 AlphaTauris out, and we'll go on board with AERL Jelly as we switch to the overlay. We're going to switch to the overlay. We've switched to the overlay. So we'll go on board with Jelly, as he'll be the first one to start flying the lap. 17 drivers today. 1 McLaren is missing. I believe 1 Haas is missing as well. Yeah, 1 Haas. Who's the other one? Williams, that's who it is. But Williams, a Haas, and a McLaren missing today. As now Jelly is heading down to the bus stop chicane. I assume he'll take a nice wide line to start his lap. Yeah, very wide line, and get straight and hopefully carry more speed down into the source as we head on down for our first lap of qualifying. Round Les Source just clips the apex. Very nice exit. The rear keeps nice and steady. We'll go on board as we head up to through Radon. I actually forgot the name of them. I was kind of stalling trying to see if I can remember it. But down the Camel Straight, down to the Com. First chicane, as it is a 30.1 first sector. Goes a bit wide in the second section of the Com there. Nice exit though. Down to this right-hander now, which I don't actually know the name of. I'm not a name person. I know this used to be called No Name, so we'll go through there and we'll just call it No Name. Heading down to... I know this name, but I keep forgetting. If anybody knows, pop it in chat and I'll remember. Through the second chicane of the lap. Keeping away from the curves, doesn't want to risk spinning. As now we're heading down the back straight-ish. Straight-ish. Let's see what he can set as the benchmark for everybody else to press. Remember, we'll have a different pole sitter today. Big Lou not around. We will have 2 new winners today as well, hopefully. As across the line, he will come to set a 43.8. His teammate Master Bear goes ahead of him by 3/10. We then have... It's not Skino. It's not Ally Squire. I am messing up majorly. Albini. We'll stick on board with him. What's this time going to be? Be a 44.8, and then Fake Mano will come across to start his lap. Sharkface will also come across to start his lap. Langland's about to start his lap too, as we have Allied Squire coming round the bus stop. Yep, can tell he's on control. He is not enjoying life on that pad. Right, so Williams of Elisio will come down to the bus stop chicane and be the next one to set his lap. Nice line through the bus stop chicane. We'll stick it in P5. The 45.7. We have then Sonta leading Shoots, I imagine. On board with Sonta, this will be a P5 lap, I imagine. No, P4. P4, called that alright. Mr. Shoots. P6 with that lap. With the Red Bull of Old School. Not going to be a representative lap. Carp invalidated. Fizz Bungle. Going to set his first lap. Is this going to be a competitive lap? Is it going to be a 44 or a 49? It's going to be neither. He heads into the pits. Fake Mano now to the bus stop chicane. And he will cross the line to set a 45.4. Puts himself in P7. We have now Langlands, who's invalidated and will head into the pits. Just misses the wall. And then it is Allied Squire on what would have been an improved lap, but it's also an invalid lap. Remus Tub has invalidated as well, as we will look to Old School because he's the next one on a lap. Go on board as we go through this long left-hander way of downshift just once, keeping it on the track. He had a really good race in Tier 2 last week. Well, this week even. A couple of days ago. Got a P3 in the sprint at France, so he's obviously stepped his game up a good bit. Really nice and clean as well. Purple Sector 2 apparently, but he has not set a time, so that is not a representative Purple Sector. Sharkface up into P2, just missed that one. Now to the bus stop chicane, clips that inside curb, and then clips this inside curb. This will be a P10. Not the best lap, but also not the worst lap. It's quite a good lap to set as a banker. Sharkface, not going to improve. Skino, where is he going? He is coming through Sector 2, as we have his Allied Squire, who's also invalidated again. Langlands, let's not watch him on his outlap even. We'll head back down to Skino. Just keeps within limits there. Heading now down to the chicane. There's Apollo just behind him. Is Apollo going to get a decent tow here down this back straight? 15.4. Just missed his. Down the back straight we go towards the bus stop, as we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. I can go to sleep. This looks like it will be a decent lap. It is a 43.8, and it puts himself up into P4. Apollo just behind him goes into P5. Dynamo Dan, is this going to be an improvement? Red lights flashing, so I don't assume so. As we will now look for The Red Bull goes into the pits. We have Langland's about to start a lap, but Jelly is currently on a lap. He is just shy of his first sector split. As we have Ramis Tub there. Master Bear's just starting his lap. So we'll stick on board with Jelly. AlphaTauri's looking really strong here. P1 and P3. Ooh. That drifted round that corner there. I think he's just lifted out of this lap. Yeah. So he's not going fast anymore. Are we seeing Skino go fast again? No, we are not. Apollo spins it and bins it. Ramis Tub has invalidated, so then it will be Fizz Bungle. I think that's Sharkface just behind. Sit on board with Fizz, see where he goes. There's a McLaren right up his chuffer. Into the bus stop. We'll finally set a lap and it will be a 45.4. Puts himself up to P12 as we head down to Sharkface now. Not going to be a fast lap. He is just about to start one. I believe this is fake Mano now. Not going to improve either. Master Bear puts in another fastest lap of 43.3. Keep his pole position. My phone's vibrating like a bitch. No, Langlands. He has the Red Bull just ahead of him. He's probably getting a nice decent tow there, but then he's going to suffer through the rest of the lap. His red light is flashing. He is up into P2 actually, so he's actually done his lap and got himself into P2. Sharkface. Let's see how he does as he is going up to a Aston Martin ahead of him. Hopefully they're going to move on. Shark is flying. A little bit of a correction there. Sector 2 is half a tenth down. Just over half a tenth down. So, purple sector 2 though. So how much time can he gain down this back straight towards the bus stop chicane? 5 minutes left of the session, so he's got to decide whether he's going to come in and get prepared for one final lap, which he does. Fate Mano on an invalid lap. Master Bear on his in lap. And Allied Squire, another invalid lap. So we'll head on board with Shoots, who's 1.1 seconds up. This could fire him right up there. This could put himself into the top 6. And he puts himself, just into the top 7, just. Miss out by 900ths of a second. Santa invalid. Old School down there invalid as well. Carp just behind Old School also invalid. Allied Squire, let's see how he gets on. They're all going to start gearing up ready for their final flying lap. Let me know in chat, who do you reckon is going to get pole? Do you reckon Master Bear has this in the bag already, being 3 tenths ahead of P2? you reckon someone's going to pull an absolute stonker of a lap out of the hat and take it from him? Just over 3 minutes to go of qualifying. Moschino is getting ready for his last attempt, I assume. We're here, has already gone from him as he starts his lap. Down into La Source. Currently in P5. Let's see how well he can navigate this Sector 1 as we head down. I'm forgetting all the corner names. Eau Rouge, there we go. Eau Rouge, then Radion. Keeps within the track limits. Now down the Camel straight towards Le Com. He has two cars ahead of him, which both need to get out of the way. Red Bull moves out the way, and now he has that AlphaTauri that moves out the way also. So now through Sector 3, the long sweeping left-hander keeps within the limits. A lot safer there. Whether that helped him on the time, I don't know. Just clips the curb there, rides the curb on the inside of that chicane. Just clips the white line, and he is 2/10 up. This could be a P3, maybe even a P2, depending on how well this last sector is going to be. Down into the bus stop chicane we go. Delicio's definitely going to get in pole. Down to the bus stop we go with Moschino. Hard on the brakes, clips the right side curb, just touches the left side curb, gets on the straight onto the power, and it'll be a 43.6. Couple hundreds ahead of Langlands. Master Bear, is he on a fast lap? No, he's on an out lap. Langlands though. As we have a spinner, and that will be Albini. Getting right out of the way of everybody. Very good. Jelly, couple thousandths up on his first sector. See how his middle sector is going to be. Two tenths up, so this could push Moschino down to P3 and put AlphaTauri currently in a P1, P2. Couple seconds left of qualifying, I think. Can't really see because of all these yellow flags. 16, 15 seconds. First corner of bus stop, second corner of bus stop. Get on the power. It will be a 43.9. He does not improve, he loses all that time in the last sector. Albini has retired. As now we see Sharkface has improved and put himself just shy 40 thousandths. He missed on pole. Langland, where is he going to put his car? He goes and puts it on pole. It's a 42.9, 4 tenths ahead of Master Bear. Master Bear is a tenth up, but he does have a bit of traffic ahead of him. Then cars need to get out the way fast. Two Mercedes boys get out of the way very well indeed. Give him a bit of a tow. Down to the bus stop we go then. Is this going to be pole for Langlands, or is this going to be a pole for Master Bear? It is Master Bear who misses out on pole. Langlands takes pole position. Jelly though is not improving. Apollo puts himself with a P5 ahead of the AlphaTauri, so the AlphaTauri has dropped back to P6. Still a strong result for them. And that is everybody else finished, apart from Fizz Bungle coming through the bus stop. He is 7 tenths up. Then puts himself up to P11, just shy of the top 10. Well, that is your qualifying over and done with. a pretty good qualifying. Quite a lot of 44s. Got a few 43s and a 142 to take the pole in the first race of round 7 of double headers. So I will roll the Figure 8 advert again, and I will be back in a minute or two, as we're just having a break ready for people to go have a piss and whatnot. Get ready for this first race at Spa. Let's have another gander at the standings, why not? Oh. So Langland's in the Haas, currently sat on pole. If he takes the win, that will put them above Williams, I'm assuming, because only one Williams is driving today. We will have. Hold on. Let's just make it easier for myself, John. Right, Master Bear in the Alpha Tauri. They could go above Alpine today, as the highest Alpine is in 9th. Then we have Shark in the Ferrari. They could pull back some points on Red Bull, but then he has the Merc of Skino right behind him. Ferrari and Merc only separated by 14 points in the constructors at the minute. Master Bear for the win, your setup is fucked. Well then, if your setup's fucked, you're fucked. AlphaTauri looking strong though in 2nd and 6th. Really good showing from them. The Alfa Romeos, 8th and 10th. Very decent as well. But AlphaTauri could push themselves into contention maybe against Mercedes and Ferrari at the end of this round, if they carry on this form. Remember, top 15 will be reversed. 3-4, 3-4, 9. Jesus Christ. Two Red Bulls, 14th and 16th. Big Lou is not racing today, so both of them currently not in the points in the first race. So this could be a vital round for the likes of Ferrari and Mercedes. As we are getting ready to go, so we'll head back to the overlay. We will have a quick look on people's tyres and what their tyre choices are. So we have Langlands, Dynamo Dan, Fizbongle, Alicio, all on the mediums. Everyone else has gone soft. Oh no, Sonta and Fizbongle now have gone to the mediums as well. So we'll get rid of this and we'll head to the grid for the formation lap. And that's set up and we'll get... Yep, so there are the tyres. And we will get the position change up ready for the start. Formation lap is a go. Hopefully everybody makes it through the formation lap and doesn't disqualify. Leader though, Langlands in the house, on the mediums, everybody behind him on the soft compound, so he's got to hang on for dear life. And then also the slipstream down this Kemmel Straight. It will show people's straight line speed in their setups, whether they're running low as fuck wings. Who has the lower wings? Because I know it's a low wing setup around here, purely because of that straight, because it would be tough to pass through sector 2. As long as you can place your car in the right spots, it's going to be really difficult. I found that out in Tier 1 when it was a mixed race of wet and dry. So some people went for a wet setup and some people went for a dry setup. And the dry setups came out on top because the straight line speed, even in the wet, was just too powerful against a higher downforce through the second sector. Because you was pulling all that time back, but you wasn't getting close enough to make the pass. Let's hope we have a clean first turn. I know it's La Source, and then it's also double headers as well. But let's hope for a clean turn 1. We're all decent drivers in this lobby. Let's show it. My leg's going numb as fuck. My fault for sitting on it, to be fair. If you aren't already, if you're new to the channel, make sure to drop us a follow, drop us a subscription. Prime subs are free, so we do appreciate them because it costs you fuck all money. I might make a poll. If anybody that is not driving is watching, I might make a poll for who will win the race about halfway into the race. As now the burnouts are happening, ready for the start of this race. Shall we sit on board with? Then we'll sit on board with Sharkface. The Ferrari in 3rd position. Actually no, we'll go on board with Skino because that's an even better angle. You just can't see the leader. But we have our 5 red lights. A little pause. 6-second pause. 7. And we are finally off after 9 seconds of sitting on the grid. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo around, and there's a kerfuffle out the back because of it. Sonta has been tagged and spun round. Albini is also round at the source, but will shuffle back up because Sharkface is now making a challenge out of Eau Rouge down the Camel Straight. Pops out the slipstream, takes the outside line. Is he going to have the brakes? No. Langland's managed to keep ahead as Master Bear is in P3. Skino in P4. Jelly has moved himself up into P5 to support his teammate. Mr. Shoots up 3 places in P6. Carp up 5 places in P7. So the Alpines now are showing their pace, but Carp has an end plate missing. So he's going to be suffering at the start of this race on his first stint. Alicia has no front wing, so he is a sitting duck through this sector currently. He'll go wide and everyone will swoop down the inside of him. Old School already dropped down back to 17th. Apollo, 10 places lost. Allied Squire has gained 7 positions, so he's having a really good start to this race. As now we have Sharkface right on the back of Langlands. Can Sharkface make a move down into the bus stop? Doesn't have the bravery on the brakes just yet. Carter's headed into the pits, get rid of the softs, get on the hards or the mediums, and take them to the end along with Fate Manor and Alicio. Alicio started on their medium tyres though. Good few people at the back of pit now actually, so half the grid near enough will be pitting as Skino has lost it. You can't park there, sir. As we'll shuffle back up. There is a yellow flag, so there won't be much battling, but Allied Squire going to go down the inside of Ramis Tub into the calm. Bit of argy-bargy. Ramis Tub's round. Allied Squire went off track. That bit of collision. As Carb, the first of the pitters in P11, starting to gain ground. Alpha Tauri is currently sitting in 3rd and 4th. Really good race for them. In their charge 4. Alpine, I think it was. In the constructors. But you never know what happens with pit stops, and never know what happens with the safety cars. There's a battle for P2, P1 and P2 carries on down the back straight, heading towards the bus stop chicane. 2 Alpha Tauris in pursuit as well. Albini now has binned it, and that is 2 drivers out, and that is a VSC. No full core safety car, just a VSC. So that is going to help the likes of Langlands, especially down that Camel Straight. Langlands actually making his debut in the double headers as well. As 3 people have opted to pit underneath this VSC. Let's see if everybody else opts to jump into the pits and try and make better of the situation currently. Top 3 are hot on the heels of each other, as Jelly now is only just shy of a second behind his teammate in P3. VSC has ended, and it's a drive-through penalty for Old School, and I think Master Bear as well. Yep, Master Bear in P3 has got a drive-through penalty. Apollo has a 3-second time penalty for corner cut him, I'm assuming. The battle between the Red Bull and the Alfa Romeo, though. The Red Bull goes wide, the Alfa Romeo sweeps down back in through the inside. Down the long right-hander, Fake Manos right on the gearbox of that Alfa Romeo. And Carp gets a 3-second time penalty as he's trying to look to get a move on Apollo. We'll stay on board with this and see as Master Bear heads into the pits to serve his drive-through penalty. Meanwhile, the battle continues between 8th and 9th, both 3-second time penalties, so both racing on track for that position. But Carp has actually pit as well. Never mind, so as Apollo and Squire. Squire currently the lead car in the pits, has done the pit stops even, as Shoots and Dan. Now into the comp, Dan gets ahead of Mr. O'Shoots. Sharkface has had a moment and has dropped back to P4, P5 now, as Shoots dives down the inside. Langlands has a 3-second advantage to P2 now. Are we going to see some early pit stops to try and get a undercut as Carp gets ahead of Apollo into the comp? And that is a slam dunk move for P8. Are we going to see a comeback though from Apollo down into this long right-hander? No. Now it seems Jelly's had a moment because Tan has now passed him. Langlands is currently being handed this as P2, P3, P4 and P5 are really close together as Sharkface has spun again. Them tyres are done for. I expect them to pit and go for a new set of boots as Master Bear now gets past Sharkface after serving his drive-through penalty. Shoots and Jelly have gone into the pits. Dynamo Dan sets the fastest lap of the race on the medium tyres. Apollo still right on the back of Carp, but Ramus Tub is even closer to Fake Mano, just behind the two. Both drivers pit as Master Bear and Sharkface have pit as well. So they have all them positions to try and push and gain on track now, as we have had Alicio, I believe, had a spin at the back and puts it into a wall on purpose. Which has caused a full course safety car. So let's see how this is going to aid the top two, who are the only ones yet to pit. Full course safety car, so Langlands has opted to go into the pits. Dynamo Dan will now head into the pits. Are they going to stay ahead of Jelly? Old school, it's a 3-second time penalty under safety car. Yeah, they will stay ahead of Jelly, 22 seconds ahead. So, Langlands and Dynamo Dan in P1, P2. Jelly in P3. Shoots in P4. Ally Squire coming from the back to 5th. Is anybody else going to pit for a new set of softs? Because they've done a lap on the mediums now, so you may as well try it. be a big advantage in this race. So the top two on the soft tyres against everybody else on the medium Saunters opted to go back in for the soft tyres. Very smart choice being down in 12th. Alfa Romeo in 11th and 12th, not having a good race at all. We then have the lone Ferrari in P8, the lone McLaren in P7, with a 3-second time penalty, as well as Carp ahead of him with a 3-second time penalty. The Alpines are looking pretty strong in 4th and 6th, and we have AlphaTauri down in 9th and 3rd. So I think it is advantage to Alpine this race. It's switched around a good bit, as we're going to have the safety car not coming this lap because of Saunter and Old School too far back from the pack. So we'll have one more lap of the safety car. Just not going to help them soft tyres. It will help the soft tyres, but also won't, because I have to scrub them to get the temperature as Allied Squire has. I don't know what he's done. He's not had a good race. Well, he's been having a decent race, and now he's having an absolute shitter down there in P12 with no front wing. But good news for him, he can put the softs on, rejoin. It will be last after this pit stop. So we'll see what he can do on them soft tyres. 5-second penalty for Saunter for ignoring yellow flags. I wonder if that's passing Allied Squire, so that should be removed at the end of the race with stewarding. Let's have a quick look actually. Ignoring yellow flag. 5-second time penalty. That'll be an illegal overtake on Allied Squire, so that should be removed after the race. Position changes then. Carp has gained 7 places. Schutz has gained 5. Alpine now are sitting in 4th and 5th actually. Master Bear's lost out, but he had that drive-through penalty, so can he make these positions back up? Sharkface has lost 4 positions after having an appalling lap. But we have all the cars in one spot, and we have the safety car in this lap. Getting ready for the restart of this race. come on board with Dynamo Dan heading into the and then heading into the bus stop now as Landlands has gone. Didn't really catch anybody out there, to be fair, either. Anybody super close? No, Old School has not got a good start there. Alice Squire stuck right behind him as well, so Alice Squire is going to have to try and get past him fast. Alice Squire dips down the inside of Lassource. Doesn't get the traction though. This Carp is 2/10 behind his teammate. Dan now is 1.2 seconds behind Langlands. The Alpine drivers going at it down the Camel Straight. Carp is the leading Alpine driver currently, as we also have Sharkface right behind Apollo. Apollo gets another 3-second time penalty. Get the penalties up real quick. That's 6 seconds for Apollo. Sharkface is going to have to dispatch of him really fast because Langlands now has a 1.5 second advantage to Dan, and they're both on the same compound of tyre. Dan is not really pulling away from Jelly either on their mediums. See Sonto trying to go down the inside as Fate Mano has a little bit of a twitch and ends up giving up the position now under pressure from the other Alfa Romeo behind him of Remis Tub. We go through the section chicane. Remis Tub has a bit of a snap and loses the momentum through that corner. Shoots is being chased down by Apollo, and then shortly after Sharkface will follow, as I feel like there's going to be a move down into the bus stop here. Could be a 3 wide moment. Who's going to go over? Who's going to make a position? Ooh. One chooses the inside, one chooses the outside. It's now turned into a battle between the McLaren and the Ferrari, and the McLaren goes wide. Ferrari will be wheel to wheel down into La Source. They're still going wheel to wheel, and the AlphaTauri gets past both of them. That was a great move by the AlphaTauri, as we're now on board with Sharkface heading up Eau Rouge. Has a better run than the McLaren. What in the hell was that? That's going to be another steward report. Alice Squire has put it back up into P9, but now P10 as him and Remis Tub. We're going side by side and then briefly touch. Dan is starting to pull a couple tenths back on Langlands now, as we're on lap 9 of 11. Master Bear right on the back of Mr. Shoots. He could be in the fight for a P4 here with that 3-second time penalty on Carp as well. 5 second probably will be removed for Santa, so he's currently sitting at P7. If he can gain a bit of time, he might be in the shout to get ahead of Carp as well after the finish. Dynamo Dan now used a good bit of his ERS to get into that second gap again. Are we going to have a last lap battle between these two? But we have Master Bear sniffing on the gearbox of Shoots as Old School picks up another 3-second time penalty and gives himself 6 seconds. Side by side, Master Bear goes down the inside of Lecom. I just had to sort a little bit of Discord shit out for the person that straight lined, because apparently he just missed it in the last week as well, which I probably missed or forgot about, so he is removed. Remis Tub and Fate Manor, these two going at it, hammer and tong, all the way through the race. That was a slow... Ooh. That was a slick move down the inside there of No Name. Very good move from Remis Tub. Master Bear now only 1.2 seconds behind Carp, so this should be an easy 3-4 for the AlphaTauri team, as we have Sharpface, who has lost it at the back. Or was it Apollo? I don't know. One of them. Carp has retired. Carp has binned it on lap 10, the penultimate lap. And now the Red Bulls are seeing 8th and 9th, but they both have time penalties. Dallas Squire will be promoted up to 9th place. Something gets all squirrely on the power. Now can Shoots get within the DRS and fly past Shoots on the, well, fly past Master Bear on this final lap? I don't think he can, with Sharpface going slow in the final sector. But Langlands has controlled this race from the word go. He's near enough got a 2-second gap to Dynamo Dan, and he is flying along in P1. This is a great drive from him, and he will actually get reverse last. Well, actually no, we'll get reverse P12 next race, and Dan will get P11 currently, unless he makes a mistake. Carp has left the session. So currently we have AlphaTauri, Alpine, then it's Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, and then it's Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, which Sharpface will take reverse pole at the next race in Japan, which is probably going to be music to his ears. But now we're on board with Langlands as he comes down the pit straight across the line to take the win. Dynamo Dan takes P2 as Jelly will come across the line and gift his teammate P3. It's a very good teamwork out there. Master Bear gets ahead, takes P3, Jelly will take P4, Shoots takes P5, Remis will take P6 apparently, but I think Sonta takes P6 after the penalty will be removed. Fake Mano will take P8, Old School P9, Allied Squire will take P10, missing out on P9 by 2/10. Apollo will come across to take 11th and Sharpface 12th. there's the results. I'm not going to read through them because we've already gone through them. Right, we'll head to this picture while I sort the reverse grid. bum bada bum 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 bada bum bum. We'll get the race director up and see everyone's tyres. Soft, 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 soft. Apart from lands on the mediums. To throw him in the first round, so why not make it happen in the second? As I think, unfortunately, Allied Squire's not even on the grid. As we've actually had a driver P disconnected. So we are going to reset the lobby again, I think. So they just pan back, image back up. Right, we're back. About to head on to the formation lap. I hope anyway. Hopefully I didn't forget it. No, I didn't. We're sweet. Get all this information up. Ready. As now we have the reverse grid set and sorted. Sharkface in first position. Little Chaz and Albini have already been disqualified from the formation lap. We have Apollo in P2, Alice Squire in P3, Old School and Fate Manor, the two Red Bulls in 4th and 5th, Sonta and Remus Tub 6th and 7th in the Alfa Romeos, 8th for Alpine in Mistro Shoots. Then we have the two Alpha Tauris, 9th and 10th. 11th is Dynamo Dan. Langlands splitting the two Astons up with Fitzbungle in 13th. 14th is Albini, 15th is Skino. Did not gain any points or any ground on Big Lou in that last race. Let's see what he can do this race. As Little Chaz has now joined to race from the back in 16th. So anybody watching, who do we think is going to win? Enter that in chat. Get this chat going again. Who's going to win this final race of round 7? I think Old School is going to find himself in a world of hell, to be fair. As Apollo spun on the chicane, as we're staring into the eyes of Old School. The US helmet. Two Alpha Tauris have had a comment together and been disqualified. Let's see the tyres. Everybody softs except BG Landlands, so everybody's going aggressive onto the softs. Landlands hoping he can make some positions up in the start of the race on them medium tyres, and then make even more up as we now have the lights. 5 red lights are through. Little pause of about 9 seconds. Never mind, we only have 4 seconds pause as we have the Ferrari and the McLaren side by side down into turn 1. McLaren pulls out. Sharkface is in the lead still. We have everybody facing the right way so far. Let's see if the curb catches anybody up. Everybody's actually facing the right way. Skino trying to go down the inside. Loses the rear a bit and taps Albini. Was a 3-car battle up the hill, to be fair. Albini has front wing damage as well. As we'll shuffle back up, because through the hairpin on the exit, Sonta is up past Mistro Shoots. Down towards Spoon they go. Fitzbungle and Chaz are getting at it. Nice and close. I like Squire up in P3 still. Doing very well. As the Red Bull of Old School is getting passed out. Oh, Sonta! Wonder what happened there. He lost the rear, I think, at 130 yard and has spun. And I think somebody does have damage. I don't know if it is him. Sharkface sets the fastest lap as all sorts is going on. Dynamo Dan has an end plate missing. It's a nice shot round here. The Alpine goes wide of Shoots. and has now rejoined behind Dynamo Dan Langlands up into P7, going 5 positions from the start of the race. On the mediums as well. There's now, I think that is Skino again. Heading into turn 3, has lost it, and it's not having an impressive race so far. As Sharkface has now pulled a 1 second gap on Apollo. Squire is on the back of Apollo, and Fate Mano likewise on the back of Squire. 2 AlphaTauri still sitting in 5th and 6th, so it's a pretty decent result for them so far, especially with a strong result in Spa. Both gained 4 positions. So they'll be able to keep Langlands behind, especially as he moves on to them soft tyres towards the end, as we have, I think that's Sonta has lost it on the exit of Spoon. Well, in the middle of Spoon, actually. 2 seconds separates Apollo as Apollo goes into the pits. Is he after a front wing, or is he going for an early pit stop? He's going for an early pit stop onto the mediums. Let's see what he can do as he retires. I wonder why he retired. At least it was in the pits, as Fate Mano loses it through the start or the middle of the S section. Ghostin is on, so you can rejoin, but it does put Fizzbungle off. So I wonder how that's going to be seen in Stewart. Master Pear and Jelly, 3rd and 4th, begging a shit ton of points this round. Those two are working together like butter and bread. Probably not the best. Sonta spins around again. Up the hill. Everybody's going to be complaining about this track. But shit one. It's going to be in Season 3 of Tier 1 and Tier 2. Deal with it. After all them spins, Skino finds himself into P9. How many seconds is he off the lead? A pit stop behind Sharkface, who is currently in the lead. Alice Squire's doing really well on P2. Is he on the wheel or is he on the controller? I think, yeah, he's still on the controller. Ooh, he goes onto the grass and he completely puts that corner, gets a 3-second time penalty for it. Onto the grass and just would not stop in time. That will currently drop him behind Master Bear, so he needs to get a wiggle on. As we see Fake Mano into the pits after having no front wing. Langlands is getting really close to the back of Master Bear. There's a nice slide through there. Only a second off, but Master Bear's managing to keep that second between them. But will he be able to keep it through this section? Loses a couple tenths to Langlands, does Bear through that section of the track. Through the hairpin, is just going to get the better traction as yellow flag again in sector 1. Skino finds himself up into P8. Everybody's kind of spread out a bit now, but Jelly is right on the back of Allied Squire here. Allied Squire gets a 3-second time penalty again for multiple warnings, so 6 seconds for him. Controller is a bit of a tough one for track limits. Are we going to see a pass into 130? Yeah, surely not. Thinks better of it. But we should see a pass now down the main straight with that DRS heading down into turn 1. Allied Squire goes into the pits. So does Master Bear. For 1 second I thought he spun then. Albini on the back of Fake Mano. Try and get these positions back up as we have. It's not showing me that they're in the pit, so I'm shitting myself. Thinking someone spun. Little Chaz from the back up into P8. Skinner's got himself into P5, so a safety car would do him quite well. As Sharkface has spun at Degbird 2. I think it's Degbird 2. Something like that anyway. Landlands now is right on the back of Jelly. Within a second, is he going to have a run out of Spoon as Master Bear right on the back of Ally Squire. Both cars have pit. Squire has a moment. Bear's going to try and go down the inside, which will turn to the outside. Bit of a squeeze, but Bear gets past. Langlands, is he going to make a challenge down into the chicane? He makes a dive down the inside. Jelly tries to make a switchback. Is Jelly going to have a better run out of the final corner down the straight as Jelly goes into the pits? Chooses not to fight that and takes a safe option to go pit. Landlands sets the fastest lap of the session as Sharkface also goes into the pits. Are we going to see Fizzbungle and Skino head into the pits as well to go for their medium tyres, or are they going to try and note Skino opts to go into the pits and Fizzbungle carries on to take P2 of the race? Currently, anyway. A lot of position changes as we're going to see who has stopped. Everybody but the top two, but the mediums are on Langland car. Softs are on Fizzbungles. As we see the two Alpha Tauris getting really close. Are we going to see a position change? Yep, Master Bear gets let past by his teammate for P3. Old School now on the back of Skino. Skino is struggling. Old School going to make a pass. He's on the hard tyres as well, I think. Yeah, he's on the hard tyres. He pit 4 laps ago. He pit right at the start on them hards, so he doesn't need to pit again, and he can fly. Them hards will be right up to temperature as he actually loses it and spins. Bit unfortunate. Bit of a tap with the rear ring as well for 20 seconds the gap between P1 and P2, both yet to pit still, so 23 seconds separate, 23.5 seconds separates Langlands and Bear. Is the pits going to prove vital for these drivers, as Langlands is already through Sector 1 as the two Alpha Tauris are just starting it. Fizzbungle will come out the pits ahead of Skino. Skino will have the warmer tyres all the way through this section, depends whether he can catch and keep going. Sharkface on a charge tries to take another podium position. Currently is on a podium position, I think. Depends on the pit stop from Langlands. He is catching on the Alpha Tauris as well though. As there is a 20-second gap now between Bear and Langlands, so the mediums of Langlands are dropping off quite fast. It's through Spoon, goes the Alpha Tauris, Sharkface following through as well, only 1.7 seconds behind P3 now. As we look back, we have Skino 3/10 now back from Fizzbungle as they go into Spoon. Is Skino going to try and set up a move, get in the slipstream and go down towards 130R? Don't think he's close enough for a move just yet, as Langlands has gone into the pit, so we'll go on board with Master Bear. Sharkface sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Langlands just gets ahead of Master Bear, but he does have to go through the warm-up, but he is on the soft tyre, so I imagine Langlands is going to get a double win here. It depends though, can the Alpha Tauri boys get ahead? As we see a move between Fizzbungle and Skino come together through turn 1 and 2. Ally Squire has put it in the wall, and that is a full course safety car. Dynamo Dan could think about pitting here for the soft tyres and still come out in 6th. This has helped Sharkface catch up to the back as well to try and get that P1 back from Langlands and ahead of the AlphaTauris after that spin in the second sector. See if there's anything cracking on Discord. Sharkface has gone into the pits. Langlands has gone back into the pits for a new set of sauce. Everybody else has stayed out. It's an AlphaTauri 1-2 at the minute. Langlands and Sharkface has it all to do. 2 Ferrari 6th and 7th. Skino has stayed out as Fizzbungle, Fake Mano, Old School and Sonto have all gone into the pits. They're at the back end of the field, so they may as well. So, safety car. Safety car, safety car, safety car. This has been an AlphaTauri masterstroke so far this round. 2 Dutch in P1, P2. Shoots in the Alpine, who AlphaTauri and Alpine are actually battling the constructors at the minute, but I think AlphaTauri are definitely going to be past them in the constructors after these races. Aston having another good showing up there at P4, finally getting off the mark and could get off the bottom of the constructors table after this round. Williams now, yeah, because Langland was the one that's in Haas and he asked if he could change car and he chose the Williams, so Williams could get some good points in this race. Gone from a Haas to a Williams. All the cars punched up, as we are going to have a 3-lap shootout for the win. The win of DRS. My daughter's just woke up, so I'm going to have a little bit of a chat with her. You see cars? The racing cars? Like a beep beep. Right. Who do you reckon's gonna win, Ella? Do you reckon Langlands gonna win on them softs to Shark? Do you reckon? Oh, Beanie's not even in the session anymore. We'll have the restart though. 2 AlphaTauris against the Alpine. Expect a bit of team plays here. Bear has gone and Jelly held off for a bit there. There's already a 1.3 second gap between the two. These two are pulling the team plays here to try and get a win for the AlphaTauri team. This Bear has a moment. Oh no. So that did not pay off for him at all. Skino's got past the AI of Albini. Going to try and use their mediums up right to the end of the race. That 1.5 second gap the AlphaTauris put between themselves has very fast disappeared. Fate Mano's at a moment because he has dropped now. He dropped back, I don't know. As Mr. Shoots loses out on 2 positions, Langlands is up into 3rd position. Is Langlands going to charge down now? 1.5 seconds between him and the AlphaTauris. We have a position change as Shoots dropping further and further down the order. Skino gets past, but Shoots gets the switch back through the hairpin. Skino's going to try and go down the inside. Shoots has to lift, and Skino gets around the outside, heading into Spoon. Langlands is on a charge though. That ERS is on all the way down to 130R. He's gaining and gaining and gaining. Is Jelly going to try and help his teammate here and back Langlands up into Dynamo Dan? Langlands thought about a ascend, just misses the rear of that AlphaTauri by millimetres. Fake Mano gets a 3 second time penalty. Fizz Bungle moves past Fake Mano up into P8. Sharp face right on the back of Dynamo Dan on the soft tyres as well. Heading down into turn 1. There looked to be a little bit of a collision there because there was a bit of ghosting going on between the Williams and the AlphaTauri. This looks like it could be a win for Master Bear if he manages to keep it on track and facing the right way. Who is going to get P2 and P3 though? Huge battle going on between Chelly and Dynamo Dan has the best seat in the house for it. Down into the hairpin. Down the inside goes Langlands. Jelly's going to have the better run on the outside line. But the soft tyres helps beat Langlands down towards Spoon. And now Dynamo Dan is right on the great camera angle there, Cody's. Shark face really close to the back of Dan now. Dan has a bit of a wobble. Shark is going to try and go down the inside. ERS on, try and go down the inside. Fizz Bungle has retired from the session. That was a save and a half. GG Shark managed to. Oh. Bit of a commentator's curse there. Skino up into P5. Shark loses out on the penultimate lap, all the way down to P8. Now the fight is on. Who is going to get that P1? Langlands on the soft tyres, pushing for all he can through the first sector. As Fake Mano and Shark come together. Langlands only 6/10 now behind Master Bear, which will put down to 3/10. Master Bear has the ERS advantage though, so who is going to have the better exit out of Spoon? This will be a last lap dive into the final chicane. Bit of a Perez Leclerc vibe to this. We'll sit on board with these two down through 130R. Are we going to see a dive? Langlands will move down and try and go down the inside. Master Bell keep his foot in. Ooh, bit of an argy-bargy. Master Bear manages to keep ahead. I think there was a bit of a dive and a bit of a tyre bang in there to try and keep ahead, but Langlands gets P2, misses out by 1.5 tenths. Skino gets past Mr. O'Shoots up into P4. And Sharpface after leading the race, having a spin, and then having a good contention for a podium, loses it on the penultimate lap. And in P9. So that is the end of round 7. There are your results, and this will be the end of this stream. The next stream will probably be a esports tournament throughout the week. If not, it will be tier 2 and tier 1, where you'll probably see myself. That will be next week, actually. So, next stream will actually be next week's double headers, if it's not an esports. Until then, catch yous all laters.